I'm Lauren LaVera, and welcome to Sinister Cinema.
I always get excited to use that Lauren LaVera intro any chance we get. And if Lauren is watching, we need a new one. All right. So Lauren LaVera has a new film. That's why we checked it out. And it is about a woman played by Lauren LaVera who is hired to come out and restore a painting that has been damaged in a fire. And in doing so,
some stuff happens.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say there
without
spoilers.
Yeah.
But there's a well, and
There
there's a
is.
monster in the well. There you go. That's all you need to know. Now, this is an Italian film, and my first thing I'll say on this is this: the two reasons to watch this is if you're a fan of like lower budgeted horror, gore, stuff like that. The reasons to watch this is for Lauren from Terrifier, if you're a fan of hers, as well as like good practical effect kills, gore, whatnot. As far as the story goes, it's pretty generic. And the thing that would have really like helped this film for me, the things that are missing here, because it's an Italian film and the plot feels very Italian.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen more style in, like, if you watch 70s Italian cinema, there's just such a specific style to it. And that's what makes it so fun to watch. And secondly, the other thing that is wonderful in those films is its music. And I feel like if this movie just had a little more style to it and a really kick-ass, like, goblin-esque soundtrack, then you'd really have something. But for me, the direction is very flat. The writing is the writing. It's meant to be like this. I'm not saying any Italian films have the best writing. So in the writing department, I'm always just although the film is a little, outside of the ending, which feels pretty Italian, the writing is very straightforward.
Yeah.
And with Italian cinema, it's very confusing, and you're like, what the hell's going on? So if they're going for the Italian feel here, which maybe they're not, I would have liked to have seen that. I'm biased, I guess, when it comes to Italian horror. I would have loved to have seen, like, watch something like Eight Eyes, which just came out recently. That has a feel of like a like 70s Italian giallo type flavor. And I feel like that's what this film's missing to really make it like a solid recommendation. But for gorehounds who love Lauren LaVera, I would definitely check it out. But anyone else, I wouldn't.
Yeah, this isn't at all a giallo film, though.
No.
As far as like the story goes,
I go more like Castle Freak.
Yeah. Kind of more like that.
Which is not Italian.
I liked the style of like the costuming and everything, and within the location, I thought that all looked really great. But yeah, I think that the gore in this is fantastic. I was not expecting it to be as gory and gruesome as it was, and so that was a really big surprise. And it's always fun to go into a movie and see things start to get really gnarly. I think that the performances are good. You know, I think Lauren, for her character Lisa, she does a wonderful job. I wouldn't have expected anything different, you know, from her. And I think the supporting cast and everyone else also does a good job. There's one character in this that's like a freaky, scary guy, and he definitely was like freaking me out. He's like painted kind of like a clown. And I liked his performance. I thought he was, like I said, really freaky. But as you said, I think the story is straightforward. I understand everything that happens. And I think the ending is fun. It's a good twist on you know, maybe what you would have expected to have happened, and it kind of modernizes it, which is cool. There's a creature design in this that I also thought looked really phenomenal. It was very scary,
cool.
very unique looking, and the painting too itself. I enjoyed everything that was going on with the painting and how it was affecting the real world. I think that was a really cool element that the film had. So yeah, overall, I mean, I don't know, I recommend it, but I think, as you said, I think that it's more going to be appealing for people that are into this style of movie, specifically that are looking for a really gory film, and then, as you said, any big fans of Lauren LaVera will want to see it. For other people, I mean, it's not a bad movie at all. Like, it's just kind of like a soft recommendation, because I think that people won't enjoy it if they're not already into, like I said, that style, if that makes sense.
You just have to be into, like, lower budgeted B movies.
Yeah.
And if you're not into that kind of stuff and you don't know what you're getting yourself into, you're going to think this is trash.
Right. And
so
but it's not.
It's
not trash.
It's for its audience, right?
Yeah.
And just to clarify, yes, Castle Freak is set in Italy, and there's some Italian in it, but it is an American film to me because it was an American production, although I think it might be a co-production. I just wanted to make sure that we talked about when I said Castle Freak isn't Italian, it technically is sort of Italian, but anyways, moving on from that. I wouldn't let my brain let that go. But it does kind of have that, like, classic 90s full moon feel to it.
Definitely.
And as far as the direction goes, I actually really liked the way the director filmed the, like, kill sequences.
Yes.
I thought that stuff was well directed, but the rest of the film just felt flat to me as far as the style of things go, and that could be a budget constraint. But like more saturation of colors and different camera techniques and editing techniques and music would have really elevated this film tremendously had we really leaned into the Italian roots of horror. So, but yeah, overall, I liked it. I definitely didn't love it. I think it could use some tweaks, as I had said, that would have put it over the top. At first, I wasn't feeling it, but then the more it went on, I kind of started to get into it. But I mostly was into it because of, like, the kills and Lauren. And other than that, I was kind of whatever on it. So I want to make sure I'm very honest and straightforward when it comes to this. As much as we love Lauren, I'm not going to just, like, say a movie's a 10 out of 10 for her. That's just not how I roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I did like it. I did have a good time with it. Yeah, I think I was with you too, where it did take me a moment to kind of get into it, but afterwards I did enjoy it. So. Oh,
this is okay. Anyway, so yeah, it is currently available to rent for about $5, which we did on Apple, and I think Apple might be the only place that it's available. I think that's where I rent. That is 100% where I rented it, but I thought that when we rented it, because I looked it up. Yeah, Apple TV is the only place that you can rent it currently. Now, I don't know if you can rent Apple TV stuff without an Apple TV. Can you get that app on, like, Roku and rent it off there? I actually don't know that, because I have an Apple TV that I bought specifically for casting from my iPhone. So I don't know. Let me know. Let us know in the comments below. Can you rent Apple Plus, Apple TV, not Apple Plus, that's a streaming service, Apple TV stuff off of, like, a non-Apple TV thing? I don't know. I
feel like you could probably get an app on your phone, like, if you have an Apple.
Or on your TV.
Maybe. I don't know. Let us know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's where it's available right now, so.
And tell us, too, if it's somewhere else. But according to Just Watch, that's the only place it's at.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you in the comments. All right.
Bye.